today it's a 1 year anniversary since I started full-time RV life. 1 year, full-time. So what's next? I guess some hard traveling. I have a tank full of gas, open road, and freedom. See you down the road. The introduction you saw is 3 months old now. I recorded that March 1st on my full 1 year anniversary of living full-time in RV and traveling around the country. Then Corona came, and for last almost 3 months I'm stuck here in a place. I didn't finish the video, just being kind of depressed from sitting here and not being able to move. What can we expect? When can we start moving again? I don't know, in a month or 2 or maybe 6. So it's time to finish this video and let you know how did it for first 12 months, full year, full-time RV living. Started like this. Okay, this is last time I'm leaving the old house, moving into new house. Adventure starts today. That was over a year ago. What happened in this last year was amazing. The trip I made, the plan I made, I didn't know what I'm really doing. I just got the idea. I'm gonna travel on a Pacific highway along the coast from San Diego all the way to Vancouver. Started March 1st, and for the first month I still stayed in Las Vegas. I was finishing my affairs. April spent north of Los Angeles in an RV park, and then around May 1st, by the end of April, moved to Palm Springs, spent a few days there, and then went down on the way to San Diego through Temecula and stayed in San Diego the whole May. Then I start moving north to LA, spent there the whole June, and after 4th of July the trip started. Original idea was I'm gonna travel on Highway 101 and see the 21 Spanish mission from San Diego to San Rafael, north of San Francisco. I did that, it was amazing. I like each of them. And then in San Rafael, when I saw the last mission, next morning I woke up, I said, what am I gonna do now? Where to go? I don't have a next destination. Well, then I hit the road down to the coast, Big Sur, Monterey, moved up north into Oregon, Washington, and all the way to Vancouver. Spent in Vancouver only 4 days because it was first week of September, but the rain like I never saw in my life. Yeah, rain again, rain again. 3 days in Vancouver, Canada, rented a car, I'm gonna drive around, see nice stuff. Rain doesn't stop. Listen to that. Basically for full 3 weeks it was raining. First time I saw the blue sky was in Eugene, Oregon. After that I couldn't wait to hit California. Went to Reno, spent a week there, came back through Sacramento, Fresno, and back to LA about November 1st. Came back where I started actually, in Palm Springs, spent there a few days, couple weeks, and then went to Parker, Arizona. There's an event, usually about before Thanksgiving, called the When Built, where a bunch of volunteers work on your RV, on your van, install solar panels, do carpentry and everything. Very good group of people. And I went to do solar panel installation. It didn't happen, but one of those volunteers, Tommy, he said, come down to Quartzsite and we'll finish it. So I went down there, Tommy did it. So even after when Bill was over, the volunteers still help you. Great group of people. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tommy. And Jamie, who started all that a few years ago. That was basically the end of the year. I spent some time in Arizona, got back again to Palm Springs in January, spent January there in Palm Springs because of my back problem. My back got stuck. I couldn't move from the bed for a week, for a month, whole month, January, my back. Ooh. And then February I start moving, went back to Arizona, went again to Parker and then down to Yuma with a buddy of mine, Joe. He finished my solar installation and I'm gonna show that in a special video. Once that was done, I got back in California and then the Corona started and now I'm stuck here. But those previous 12 months, it was like in a dream. If you are considering and still not sure, should you do it? Yes, go for it. It's amazing. I travel alone. Usually people ask me, don't you have a wife or girlfriend? I actually don't want them with me on this trip. I want to do it my way. I don't need in a small space anybody else. I also don't want a dog or a cat. I don't want to have any obligations so that I get to be stuck or, you know, leave them locked in a small RV. So I travel alone. First year, big success, big smile on my face, amazing. You should do it. Part of this review videos is also how much this cost. I already made video after 3 months, 6 months, and I had a budget that I adjusted slightly, and I'm gonna show you again, confirming some numbers and numbers that have to be adjusted. The biggest expense of the trip is normally gasoline. My vehicle is a Ford V10 engine truck, uses a lot of gas. So on this trip I made almost 9,500 miles, almost 1,300 gallons, and paid for it $4,300. Basically my engine made like 7.4 miles altogether average. 7.4 miles per gallon, which is nothing to brag about. That cost a lot, and that's the biggest expense. You can see here my plan, my budget was $250 a month. I actually did about $80 couple of dollars per week, which is $350 per month. So I had to adjust my budget. And like I said, that's the biggest expense. Next big expense is food. Food. My plan was $250. I'm about that there. That's all right. All other expenses, internet, you know, it's fixed dollar amount. Right now I'm paying for internet $35 per month, and it's mobile internet, really good. I'm with AT&T for $35. I started at $60, then I moved to this plan, and I'm a grandfather into it. My cell phone, it's $40 plan, again with AT&T. And then I had some expenses, buying some equipment, sometimes even some unnecessary. I did the solar installation, and that's not part of my budget. I got a good system now. I'm going to show you that in another video. That was the trip. So the memories I get from my trip are mostly from those visiting all those Spanish missions. There's 21 of them. That's on my first third of a trip through Southern California and up to San Francisco. After that, I remember people like Ben Jordan I met and visited his concert somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Pozo Bar, the place where Dalton brothers were hanging. That's amazing to see and meet that. And all the way along the coast, Oregon, and even in Vancouver, really nice people. I'm gonna repeat one more time, I'm so happy I did this. And I already have a plan for my next trip. Because of this Corona, because I'm gonna start late, maybe in a month after 4th of July, just go follow the cooler weather, going north through Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Dakota, and maybe going east to Wisconsin. It all depends when the traveling is free again. RV parks needs to be open, national parks have to be open. Right now everything is still closed. I wish you could follow me, but we have YouTube, so you're gonna see my adventures. Adios.